Teacher Talking Sports, what it does, what do, how we live. And of course, last season, the Knicks made the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in 25 years. Despite that, they fired their head coach, Tom Thibodeau, hired Mike Brown. So, a couple days ago, James L. Edwards III of The Athletic posted his fan survey results. He had posted the fan survey a few days prior to that, in which he asked a bunch of Knicks-related questions. He is the beat writer for the Knicks for The Athletic. He said over 3,000 people voted. So we're going to take a look at some of the more important questions that he asked, and then maybe at the end I'll quickly go over some of the other results. So this first question, the exact question was, how far do the Knicks have to go next season for you to consider it a successful season? I changed the wording a bit because for some reason one of them is win an Eastern Conference Finals and then another is lose in NBA Finals. They're kind of the same thing. If you're winning in the Eastern Conference Finals, you're making the NBA Finals. So why wouldn't you just pick win the NBA championship? If you want them to win the Eastern Conference Finals and win the NBA championship. But you see, so I combined win in Eastern Conference Finals and lose in NBA Finals. We got a 73.7% saying that would be a successful season, making it to the NBA Finals. 15.2% say lose in the Eastern Conference Finals. I mean, that's exactly what they did last season, and the Eastern Conference definitely seems to be a bit more open. Of course, with the injuries to Jason Tatum and Tyrese Halliburton, plus, Damian Lillard. Of course, they ended up waiving him. Instead, got Miles Turner, the Bucks. So, me, because I'm a Knicks fan, and I voted in this poll. I voted for losing NBA Finals. Win the NBA championship. You see, just got 11.3%. If you wonder if that's because the Thunder have the same team returning, although they did take 7 games to beat the Pacers, and Halliburton got injured in that last game. So, yeah, it seems like most fans, so 85% in total want them to at least reach the finals for it to be a successful season. That makes sense because, you fired your coach. Why would you want to want to go the same distance that you made with the previous coach? So, agree with Tom Thibodeau firing. So, the exact question was, do you agree? Did you agree with the firing of Tom Thibodeau? So, yes. So, it was yes, he should have been fired. 37.7%. I'm indifferent. 32.7%. No, he shouldn't have been fired. 29.6%. So, yeah, about 8% more voted yes than no. I voted no. I would have liked to see Thibodeau with Jordan Clarkson and Gershon Yabusele. Deeper bench than he had. I know, of course, the main thing that people got on Thibodeau was his over-reliance on the starters. But, there's a reason that the campaigns, DeLon Wrights, Precious Achiuwas of the world are still unsigned. No Landry Shamet too, although I wouldn't mind the Knicks getting him back on a minimum deal. Reason those guys still aren't signed wasn't really exactly, other than Deuce McBride and Mitchell Robinson and then Josh Hart at the end, no one that was really super reliable. But the next question involves Mike Brown. Like hiring of Mike Brown. Did you like the hiring of Mike Brown was the exact wording. So, you see, I'm not sure yet. You really got 7 out of 10 votes, 69.8% exactly. Yes, 21.4%, so a little more than 1 out of 5, and then no, 8.8%. I gave it a not sure yet. We've seen him with LeBron James. We've seen him with Kobe Bryant. We've saw him in 2022-23 have an excellent season with the Sacramento Kings, but his last season they really struggled out of the gate, fired him, hired Doug Christie. The Kings really showed a lot of improvement, for about a month, and then they kind of regressed again. Of that nearly 70% who, wants to see what he does in action. We've heard that, he wants the players to be more decisive, make quick decisions, maybe run at a faster pace. We'll see how that works in game time. So those are three of the results from the poll. What do you think? Do you agree with what most of the fans picked? Let me quickly go over what else he did. So Edwards asked, how confident are you that the Knicks will be the number one seed in the East next year? Only 7.2%, very confident. 74.5% cautiously optimistic. 16.9% non-zero chance. And he doesn't even list the percent for no way. I think 0.4% that would be. Then he asks, did you like the process the front office took in firing and hiring a new head coach? Very close. 32% no, it was uninspiring. 30.4% no, it looked like everyone wasn't on the same page. 28.3% yes, they did their due diligence. 9.4% yes, they just needed a new coach. I voted for yes, they did their due diligence. I know the optics were bad regarding it, but they were the only team looking for a head coach. So of course, most of those teams were in decline. The Chris Finch, Billy Donovan, whoever else they asked to interview. But, they didn't really need to be in a rush. A year later, do you like the trade for Mikal Bridges? 36% yes. 41.1% I'm not sure. 23% no, the Knicks gave up too many assets. I think I picked the I'm still not sure. I don't recall if I did. I do like him, though, and I think it was a bit overblown saying that his extension he's overpaid. Yes, he gave up slightly less than the max, not that much less, but I think his second year with the team he'll be more comfortable. A year later, do you like the trade for Karl Anthony Towns? 66.4% yes. 23.2% I'm not sure. 10.4% no, the Knicks gave up too much depth and added risk. I voted yes, but I do want to see him at power forward next year, and we'll get to that shortly. Actually, right now, what should be the Knicks starting lineup next season? Brunson, Bridges, Anunoby, Towns, Robinson, which I voted for, 58.7%. Brunson, McBride, Bridges, Anunoby, Towns, 20.6%. Brunson, Bridges, Anunoby, Hart, Towns, which was their starting lineup much of the season, 17.7%. Other, a small percentage. I think it'll help Towns. He's not a rim protector, and not just that, constantly in foul trouble. I think that might be a little less frequent if you're starting Big Mitch in the middle. How many more seasons will you give this iteration of the Knicks to win a championship before you panic? 55.9% 2 seasons, 30.9% 3, 7.1% 4, 6% 1. I voted 2 as well. Yes, no one's super old on their roster, but they will begin to age after a few years. So, this year and next year, I'm really hoping they get it. Do you still have faith Jalen Brunson could be the best player on a championship team? Whopping 82.4% said yes. 14.2% I'm not sure. 3.2% no, he can't. And that's the end of the results. So, give me your thoughts on the results in this poll. Again, East seems to be wide open. Knicks and Cavaliers, the clear 2 favorites to come out of it. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications about.